All right, what's going on, folks? It's good to see everybody. All right, until we get crazy with it, we're going to start out not in multiplayer, but I'm going to do a couple run-throughs, or at least whenever Rix gets back. We're going to do a couple run-throughs on Tay. That, or we'll probably just do a couple run-throughs and then we'll hit up multiplayer and see what happens. But we've been grinding hard today and haven't got anything to show for it, unfortunately, but I ended up kind of changing my grind layout, so it's kind of taken some getting used to. Well, right now, Luke, we're shooting some red deer, but after that, it's gonna be more of what last night was. We're just gonna hit random on the map. Hopefully, you know, I'm feeling Reventuli Coast tonight or Silver Ridge Peaks. One of the good maps, you know. Find something really cool. All right, we got a couple to track down. I need to pick this up. You know, honestly, if you have this DLC, these are infinitely better than ground blinds, and honestly, they might be better than tripods. I've shot so many red deer today, I forgot. Did we pick the guy up that I shot over here, or did we simply walk past him? We walked past him. I haven't gotten here yet, anyway. As far as what I like to hunt, Reventuli, this is a good map, truth be told, but I've looked at it for so long, shooting these red deer, that I don't mind going other places, you know? Realize the audio is once again out of sync. Let's go ahead and try to solve that problem. As long as you make decent shots, this M1 brings these red deer down pretty quick. Oh, I love duck hunting. Been a long time since I've shot a diamond, so there's a good chance we run into one. I didn't want to track you down, I'd shoot you too, buddy. And there's Exhibit A of a bad shot. We hit him twice. He's going down. It looks very similar to the 9 rack, but it's a little bit smaller. FPS is back, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, there you go. That's a nice fallow. Boy, this guy decided to run far. This is where the M1's going to struggle. Where's the red deer at? I might have to change time. I blew through those zones pretty darn fast. It was. We're saving him for a special occasion. And by special occasion, I mean when the Great One finally decides to spawn. We're going to shoot them all together. What in the world? Did I just shoot a tree? Well, on PC, they're basically on every other server. But I wouldn't recommend it because it absolutely ruins the experience. And if and when they decide to ever take action, I'd hate to see a trophy lodge get smoke showed because of it. This dude took a walk. I actually didn't go that far. Now, instead of backing out, I'm actually just going to change time and run through again. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Hopefully everybody was safe. Ah, see, I went to the old spot. I need to take that tree stand down, so I stopped doing that. But now I don't see the red deer? What in the world? No, moving on. It's gonna force me to back out, isn't it? Do a quick map change. Okay, now in theory these guys are going to be here, and of course it's going to be raining, why not? Make it super foggy and hard to see. That's one downside to this map. I honestly, if I wasn't so invested at this point on I would probably grind red deer on Quattro. Got him. That zone used to be a lot better, and I could honestly probably change that, but meh. Oh, snap. Somebody's got a birthday. Happy early birthday. I'm planning on streaming Saturday, so we'll see. I don't know. Plans could change. Normally I use the 300 and just insta drops them and we can shoot them all, but I gotta be a little more careful with the M1 because I really don't feel like tracking these things for 4 miles. But I think we'll do this one last run through and then we'll hit multiplayer and see if we can't find something cool. I don't like the fact that he's on the move. There he goes. What? I genuinely don't know what happened there. He'll go down after that. Are you on PC, Landon? An Xbox, as long as you've got your headset in, you can just chat. So it's a bit of a lackluster run through, but again, if I was using the 300, we would go ham. I just genuinely don't feel like tracking these things down forever. Want to make sure we're lining up pretty decent shots. Good way to check on Xbox, though, talking about those type of trophy lodges. You can tell if they're legit or not, or if somebody's like buying trophies. See whether or not those like are all taken on the same day. And then if you want to dig a little bit further, just go to whoever that person's profile and look how much playtime they have, and you can actually see their harvests and all that. Or not exact harvest, but you can see. You can judge pretty easily. You know, if they've got like 100 hours in the game, but they have 70 great ones, it's not legit. All right, let's do the fun stuff. Let's go shoot something in multiplayer. Oh, we might be on the list here. Jeez. This guy comes at me. Nah, he's running too fast. All right. Back on out of here before we get smoked. Fingers crossed we got a Reventuli, or I guess I could manually search for Reventuli. Or Silver Ridge. I'll take Silver Ridge. Do you think we don't need that. We'll use that. Probably going to use the 303 in lieu of the 30-06 on this map. Did I pass it? I always pass it. I don't know, the 308's not bad. We'll go 303 though. If I can find it, there it is. To chat on Xbox, I'm assuming you're talking about like in Hunter or whatever. Like as long as you have a headset in, you can chat. Came down here in hopes of once again to find a diamond turkey. Have several, but I want to put one on our new lodge. So it'll be our luck. We're going to run into a diamond potential bison again without a bison gun. I need to put the 454 on the holster just in case stuff like this happens. Haven't seen any turkey yet, which is kind of weird. Usually they're down here. So far, 0 turkey birds. Kind of a weird time to be hunting for him. Unfortunately, we got a fella kind of in the area that I want to hunt. We might spawn up here and maybe walk. I don't know. Appreciate the offer, Landon, but the fun of it is getting out here on a random map that you don't know and the surprise of finding it. A little too close to this guy for comfort here. I don't want to ruin his hunt. Let's go ahead and go somewhere else just so we don't cause any issues for him. Kind of a crowded server. This is like the worst time to be hunting Silver Ridge Peaks. We've got 3 hours until mule deer drink. I think bighorn are drinking right now, maybe, but so far, all my go-to spots have yielded 0 turkey, which is kind of weird. Then again, I've been hunting Silver Ridge Peaks quite a bit lately. And like I said, I do want to do some Reventuli. Just because we're after a diamond ptarmigan, and that would just seal the deal. Not seeing any. Tell you what, let's go ahead and do that. Let's search for Reventuli Coast. Maybe we'll find ourselves a decent server that doesn't have as many people in it. Then again, it's actually kind of hard for me to find Reventuli Coast servers. I don't know if people just don't play it as much. I don't know. Okay, it's nighttime. That's a good sign, right? But one positive thing about Revan to the Coast is when it's nighttime, it's still kind of easy actually to see. So I'm not going to complain too much. I'm honestly, though, I never hunt Rev on night, so I don't know what's drinking or what's not. Let's go ahead and pull out. I get stuck on that door every single time. Every single time. You know what? Why not? It's been a while since we used the docent. Just in case we've got any raccoon dogs or lynx. But out here in these openings, we can hopefully find something. Typically, I hate hunting at night, but again, I can actually see fairly decently. And honestly, part of me hopes that somebody leaves, then I get server host. But this is one of those things you should always have situation awareness. If you are in multiplayer, make sure that you're not server host. That way when it is dark, you can actually change time. I do think it's about to be... It's actually currently brown bear drink time, which could get interesting, and it's also getting ready to be raccoon dog drink time, so that's not terrible. We're definitely brown bear country. Actually, I've found brown bear literally everywhere on this map, so... I do wonder, though, if it's going to continue to be dark, if I shouldn't pull out the night vision, just to kind of help us out a little bit. Howdy, Kevin. Hello there, swamp monster. Again, I keep telling you this, swamp monster. I actually prefer Mr. Inn instead of door, but we're after anything that moves that's worthy of putting in our trophy lodge. And I'm really hoping this guy leaves so we can change time. But I don't know. I've never actually hunted brown bear during their drink time, so this could get interesting. Or it could just be terrible. I have no clue. Hello there. Is it Giselle? Gazelle? Just to keep on theme, on brand, your new name is now Gazelle. I think at night's difficult, but I want to break out of that comfort zone because there are opportunities that you can have successful hunts during the nighttime. So, oh, there we go. I'm talking the talk. Now I'm server host. So do I change time or do I put my money where my mouth is and keep doing this? I guess I'll forgive you this time, Swamp Monster. It's alright. Hayden Statler, I told you, kind sir, to stop talking about yourself like that. I understand you're proud of your reward, but... I'm going to annoy everybody, and when I do change time, it's going to be for like 6 a.m. just because I'm going to be hunting ptarmigan, and that'll be better for them. I haven't seen any bear, though, which is kind of just... It is very early in their drink time, though. Rude? I'm not being rude, am I? Tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to go ahead and change time to 6 a.m. That way it's just starting to get daylight. It's going to annoy everybody in the server, but pros of being server host, I could be mean and kick everybody, but I'm not that guy, pal. But we are going to make it early in the morning just to make it a tad bit easier to see. And in theory, any bear that are in the area are still going to be in the area, so we might have a good chance of finding one or two. But I want to shoot some little birds. And actually, speaking of, we need to buy more shotgun ammo because I am terrible with it, and we're going to miss all kinds of shots today. Ooh, I would have voted Caden, honestly. He did win the world record for being the best nerd, and that's a pretty big accomplishment if you ask me. I'm gonna break the rust off of this Dozen. It's been a long time since I've used this gun. It's very accurate. And it does really good on animals like that. It's a little bit weaker against lynx, but... Okay, we get it, Willow Ptarmigan. You want me to come and find you. Gotta make sure there's nothing special with that flock. You never know, you're gonna look up and see a 5 medium. All right, we've got 6 rounds loaded, ready to go. We're probably going to hit only one of them. If they're even still here. It's even worse, though, with the 22, so... Well, it's a public lobby, so if you get lucky enough to get in, go for it. That's strange. Either my right bumper is broken. Okay, no, it's bugged. I'm trying to whistle and it's not, I can't hear it. That's actually a big raccoon dog. Got him. This is Reventuli Coast. Yeah, weird audio bugs going on right now. I can't hear anything. Except for everything that's going on. It's actually kind of nice, but I can't judge how loud I'm being, which is throwing me off. All right, we got CNS. This is actually something I'm interested in too. Kind of jealous. Rick's got a molting one, which is rare. Hello. Where'd he go? There he is. Got his little thumper friend, too. Hello, Kraken. We're trying hard as we can, Swamp Monster, alright? Can we hit this one? No. Sometimes the range in this shotgun surprises me, and other times it disappoints me. It's kind of like life. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be bad. Statler. Swamp monster's over here trying to swamp my mellow, or marsh my mellow. We're gonna pretend that one didn't happen. So she's fleeing, but what is... Oh, did I get kicked and not realize it? I bet I did. I bet we can walk right up to this thing. Positive side is we might actually get some decent screenshots. Well, it's showing hunting pressure, though. Right where I just shot that thing at. It's dead, but it's still moving. What am I witnessing? You guys see this? Is this a zombie? It's literally dead, but alive. I have never seen this before. What has happened? Okay. We hit it every time we shot at it. That was very, very weird. And I've never seen white... Oh, never mind. I thought we were way further south than we are. I was going to say, I've never seen white-tailed this far south, but I have seen them up here. I am not. This is just a random public server I just happened to join. Are we gonna have more zombie incidents? No, he died instantly. That might have been the weirdest thing I've ever seen in Call of the Wild. Yeah, this map's haunted. No, Hunter, it's just a public lobby. We're gonna dip back south here. And though, just to throw everybody off, because people aren't used to this type of pressure, we're gonna throw that diamond challenge up. I know who Kendall Gray is, don't know them personally. Just Hunter, just search for Reventuli Coast, and then it'll eventually throw you in. That's what we're looking for, Statler. That'd be nice to come across just a random Great One Moose. That would be the most impressive kill, hands down, if we could just, in multiplayer, come across a random Great One. That'd be insane. Deer camp members showing off. Is that a spirit? No. She's over the hill. It's a decent estimate rabbit, though. I need to add more emojis for you guys. That's on my bad. I probably could have done that today, but I was too busy shooting red deer. That was what we've been after. Got all three of them. Oh man, he's been gone for a long time. Listen, it's okay though because the milk lines are very long. He'll be back someday. There's literally stuff everywhere right now. Oh, there's some ptarmigan. Any of them diamond potential? Unfortunately not. I think in this case we're going to shoot him with the 22. Or not. Well, Statler, if it makes you feel better, I mean, you know, sometimes the milk's rotten. He is going to have to go back to the store, but, and the weather's bad, so that could take some time too. Have a good one, FPS. Appreciate you stopping by, man. You can turn into a fish. Rumor has it Swamp Monster can turn into a fish too. Nothing spicy quite yet, but it's youngish into the hunt. Well, actually, we did run into a zombie. That happened. Do I have that recorded? No, I don't. That's a big ptarmigan. We're gonna chase after that fella or lady. There's so many of them though, I don't know which one's which. And I hear something running at me. Almost sounds like a rabbit. Oh. Raccoon dogs. I'm gonna see if we can get into this group of ptarmigan. I don't even know if that was the right one, honestly. And we've got a diamond potential ptarmigan out here, so I need to go find it. So I want to say its trophy score is up to 780, right? If it was either 780 or 760. It was 760, not a dime. Oh, wow, that was him. Okay. No clue where these ptarmigan went. I saw one fly over here, but it was a male, and the one we're looking for is a female. We're just gonna keep running down this road and hopefully run into something good. Those are government birds. Hello there, crazy crab. Is this going to be another zombie incident? Because look, she's alarmed. We're like, oh yeah. We got a zombie, folks. What is happening with this game right now? Look at, oh, she's dead. All right, so links are infected. Unfortunately, we cannot be bitten by them. Oh, I think we hit that one. And of course I can't spot it. It's down right there though. Two plus 2 is 22. I mean, I guess it checks out in some universe. That's actually how many milks you have to go through before you find a good one. I have no clue where this bird just went that we just shot. There's so many tracks and stuff everywhere, it's kind of hard to see where the little feller is laying at. And if multiplayer wasn't broken, I would have my dog go get him, but no clue. This one we were at least smart enough to actually mark. Well, happy birthday, Caden. Alright, it's technically whitetail drink time, but I highly doubt that they're going to be in their zones. I think there's my bird. This looks like you're just a big old fibber then, huh? What's going on, Marshall? Welcome. Let's see if we can find this rabbit. There's another one, but I don't know if we got it or not. I don't see its blood. The heck was that? Getting enough of these rabbits, I wouldn't mind putting one of those bad boys in our trophy lodge. I actually wouldn't mind finding a rare one. I know I saw that rabbit cross the street, but there it is. There it is. Let's do the smart thing. Let's put the actual rifle scope back on here. What? Luckily it's not big or rare. That is big. That is a huge Will Ptarmigan. Fingers crossed, this could be our very first Will Ptarmigan diamond. I'm going to get as close as we can. Hopefully, if everything works out all right, it's actually going to fly straight to us. But worst case, we've got the 22 out just in case he takes off. I think we can reach out and touch him with the shotgun now, though. Got him. There we go. His friend is landing next to us, and that's also a big one. Not quite as big as the one we just shot, but I'll take him. All right, fingers crossed. We've got our first ever diamond ptarmigan. This is something that I've been after for a very long time, but it wasn't a 3. There's a chance it's not, but it was a huge estimate either way. What? What do you mean it was grounded? I shot it in the sky. That is terribly disappointing. I can't believe that. I don't understand. Make it make sense. That thing was literally airborne. We smoked it. And then that happened. Well, I guess the search continues. There's been a lot of strange shenanigans going on in this server lately. We've got zombie links. We've got willow ptarmigan that are considered grounded even though they're 80 feet in the air. Could have been, but that thing was definitely airborne. Maybe we got super unlucky and it just that it was in the moment those pellets made contact, it was trying to land. I don't know. Whenever I pulled the trigger though, that thing was flying. All right, let's see if we have another zombie. That's a hit. He's going down. Nope. He's not infected. Well, let's check out his lady friend. It seems to be the females have the whatever zombie virus is going on right now in either way. She's hit. She's acting like she's hit. Yeah. Apparently the virus is contained at this side of the map. I don't know. Good. It hasn't crossed the bridge. Those of you just joining us wondering what the heck we're talking about, we've shot 2 links so far that, for whatever reason, after they're dead, they continue to run, which was weird. Jeez. You set up some goose decoys here. It's well into whitetail drink time now. I think it's time to see if there's any special whitetail out here. It's been so long since I've grinded for whitetail that seeing a diamond whitetail is now special again to me, so I'm looking forward to it. It's the one downside of grinding that I really don't like, is it can kind of hamper that experience. We've not even shot the 303 yet. Nothing too special down here. I'm always too lazy to do it. This lake's a good one to check out too. I'm still upset about that grounded willow ptarmigan. That thing had a very good chance of making diamond. We're doing good though. I mean, we've only been on this server 45 minutes to an hour, and our session score is already over 8,000. So we're making bank. I swore I saw a brown bear over there. Maybe just a... What I love about Reventuli Coast is like the canopy is pretty clear. Or it's a clear, you know, up top canopy, so like you can just scan the ground pretty far out and get a good visual and stuff around you. No whitetail here, but it is still really, really early in their drink zone, so they're late. But because we didn't change time, though, in theory, they should be on their natural, like, rhythmic cycle, so in theory, they should be here. But they're not. Just wait. The one time we've got the AR-22 with us, we're going to find something crazy and we're going to only have 5 rounds to shoot at it. Still no whitetail, unfortunately. They just must not be in their zones yet. I'm not seeing anyone else shoot any. Lady friend. You out here spreading misinformation against swamp monster. The government already warned you about that once. Where the heck are the whitetail? I mean, granted, it's still very... I usually on Rev don't start seeing whitetail in their zone until about 10, but still, it's kind of weird. We haven't found one. These two lakes are usually packed with them. We've got a whitetail zone over here. Maybe we'll find something. See, now the swamp monster's here, the government's sending their drone birds after us. It's not a lot. It's kind of weird. One of these have to be a diamond though, right? I actually forget what Goldeneye diamond is. I think it's 1200, right? I've got the app pulled up. I'll check it really quick. Yeah, it's 1230. None of those dudes are even close. Oh, there's some whitetail. Hello. Ooh, that's a big one too. There we go. He's putting his head down right when we pulled the trigger. I don't know if we slotted that in there. Dang it. That was poor marksmanship. Then again, maybe this map just has weird whitetail zones. They're not in their usual areas. Dude ran far. I just want to make sure there's a chance we ruined a diamond, which wouldn't be the first time. But because it's a whitetail, I'm not as devastated because I have a million of them. The intrusive thoughts almost won with that one. I about pulled out the shotgun and let it do its job. Where's your boyfriend at? They usually travel in pairs. Alright, luckily he would not have made diamond, but why in the world did that not pin? Oh, we went through the ear first, that's why. Gave him the old ear shot. The most bulletproof part of the whitetail actually is its right ear. Some bigger ducks over here. I see some whitetail. It's a bunch of little fellers. That's a decent enough estimate. Never mind, I was gonna say we'll pop him, but he's flying away. Maybe we can hit him. No shot. Next lake we'll probably check this one up here. You know, I've never seen a female Western capercaillie go aggressive. I don't know if they can or not, but it's something I've never seen. I don't know, the lack of whitetail I'm seeing is kind of worrying me a bit. There's just nothing at these lakes. Maybe they're distributed somewhere else. Maybe we'll go up north and start running into them. Saw some. Oh, there's some whitetail. Actually, I think those are probably the same ones that we have spooked already. Ah, come on. Typically, I would have dipped out of a map like this because we've been here long enough. We should have found something good, but at the same time, there's a lot of ground to cover on Revetuli Coast, and there's that little feeling in the back of my head tells me keep going. You never know. Could be spinning our wheels. Who knows? Checking all the birds just in case. Luke is back. Talking about this lake right here. That's why I checked all these, because for me, these are always solid whitetail lakes, but there was nothing at them. Typically this lake, though, and I can already see there's already whitetail zones, so there should be some good, decent deer here, hopefully. Random dog without an owner. Hello, whitetail. You look decent. That guy looks decent back there too, but I can't spot him. 241. Or you? 250. None of them are diamond potential, unfortunately. Not a whole lot, Luke. We've been shooting a lot of stuff. I don't know if you got to see the weird zombie links. That was strange, but what is that? Female capercaillie? Outside of that, nothing interesting yet. This is Revetuli Coast. No big ones or rares, unfortunately. What I think we may do is run up here, check these two lakes, and then run down here. We'll spawn up here, run up here, run down there. This is another good lake. A lot to check, though, in a little bit amount of time. We may have to do some driving. Which I typically don't condone, but... I don't know, though. It's still fairly early in whitetail drink time. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes. This lake's 50-50. Either there's going to be whitetail here or there's not. But all my other hotspots so far have had no whitetail, so who knows? Looks like there's a whole lot of nothing at this lake, but I'm going to scan around just in case there's something not drinking right now hanging out. Could definitely see some whitetail zones here. Don't see any there, but I don't know, maybe this is one of those maps? I mean, I could see where people were hunting lynx. Then again, when we first joined the server, it was dark too, so that was about the only thing drinking at the time I was joining it. All I'll say about that is I'd like to see what she does. I wonder to see her do it on console, you know? Oh, that's a huge estimate. Got him too. That thing's absolute stud worthy. This is definitely a diamond potential black grouse. Fingers crossed. Just a gold though, dang it. Big dude though. So whoever's mapped this is not very good for whitetail. Kind of dookie. We still got plenty of time, so I'm probably just going to walk that out instead of driving. We may kick up some more black grouse or maybe some hare. This, like, I've... On my map, there's never any whitetail here, but this map has been so weird with their whitetail spawns, who knows? I mean, I'd be just as good if I were on PC, if you smell what I'm putting down. No whitetail here. Alright. We haven't run into very many big male lynx yet. Biggest we've seen was a 6. Yeah, the server modding on PC is getting, like, to the point where you should almost always avoid playing multiplayer, honestly. It's pretty bad. And you know what's worse about it? So I actually watched Jack's Beard, like his own personal stream, not Expansive Worlds, and he was talking about the cheating and how bad it is, and I don't like his excuse. Basically, they're saying it's just the mods and hacks are so popular that they've become too popular to where they're afraid of making people mad, but it's a pretty simple solution. Do what you want on single player, but the second you do that stuff in multiplayer, that's where you're done and over with. It's how every other game works. Sooner rather than later, it's going to get so bad that you're just not... I mean, it's already there for me. Like, whenever I see a bunch of craziness from people that are on PC, it's like you've got to question it when you see it. Like, I don't know if that's legit or not. It's the unfortunate truth. It's just that bad. We didn't earshot that one. Probably should have checked the rest of the lake before busting off on a maybe a diamond. Then again, the last time I did this, I was like, he's not going to make it, and then he somehow made it. But looking at his raptors, no way he makes it. Okay, speaking of making it, that's a absolute giant. 248 to 289, 3. Okay. Pick this guy up real quick. 235, not a bad gold, but that 3 is an absolute giant. Again, rookie mistake. Check the lake before you start shooting. Make sure there's no diamonds hanging out, and we broke rule number 1 there. Hopefully he doesn't run into a lynx that spooks him further. They're back to nervous. Wind's in a good spot. What I'm kind of hoping is by the time we get up over this hill, he'll be kind of coming back maybe. Don't think our luck's that good. Let's find his track. The problem is there's several max weights with him. Rooks! Maybe this is his track? I don't know. He went this direction. We know that much. We're going to swing wide. Hopefully we can keep the elevation to our advantage. Maybe spot him out in the open. We've got the 303, and I'm fairly confident with this gun. So if we have to take an on-the-move shot, I'm pretty comfortable with it. I mean, I could change time again, I guess, but I don't want to deal with that, honestly. I kind of want to just chase this dude down. Because they're nervous, they should be heading back. Christine, welcome. Yeah. Just gonna kind of keep this nice and slow. It's all good, Christine. It did make my brain hurt, but gotta find this dude's track. Again, the problem is... Oh. Well, speaking of, I bet that was him. No. Is that him? That's him. Okay. Oh, this is so risky. I don't like how close he is. But we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Fingers crossed, all went well. We've got ourselves a stud of a diamond. Absolute favorite rack for diamond whitetail. Let's go. 256. He's not the biggest in the world, but I love that rack. Let's go ahead and taxidermy him so we can put that dude in our new 2024 lodge. Do it, Ricks. Spend that money. There's no way in crap we're making it. There's only 30 minutes left in the drink time. Maybe if we get on a four-wheeler and haul butt. Fizz or Riz? I don't know. This day and age, I'm kind of... I have no idea. What's that, Riker? For successful people? The DLC is going to be whichever store that you're on, so there should actually be a menu for it in the main menu of Hunter Call the Wild that you buy that DLC. Oh, nice. Diamond Lion. I think Rix likes poop too. This is Reventuli Coast. I know you told me that in confidence, Rix, but I just gotta let somebody know. It's definitely Reventuli. Reventuli's my fave. If they hadn't done the redistribution and everything that they did with the Granite update, Leighton Lakes would still be my favorite. But whenever they changed everything, they ruined that map. Hopefully this map's moose zones are far better than their whitetail. I shouldn't complain, we just shot a diamond, but it took a long time to get him. Alright, calm down, Christine. You're making Rix way too happy. Well, appreciate you stopping by, Riker. Hopefully we'll catch you on the next one. We've got 4 minutes left in the drink time. Don't think we're making it to the other side of this lake before it ends. Well, thank you, Cold Start. I appreciate it. Wish my character could run faster so I could actually get to this lake. They should still, if they're there, they're still going to be drinking, but I at least want to see what's over here, if anything. Oh man, I saw that rack for a split second. I was like, oh man, are we getting lucky again? I'm stuck in a tree. This is Rix. What's going on, Drayden? Man, I saw her butt and thought that one might have been an albino. Got kind of excited. Alright. Now it is moose drink time and kind of curious. And I'm server host, Rix. Hasn't been the best map, just shot a diamond whitetail, but I mean, it's Reventula Coast. How bad can it be? I do, actually. I've got, and funny enough, it took me a very, very, very long time to get one. And how many? Probably about a month ago now, we got our first one. He was not very big, but I'm proud of him. Little level 3. All right, we're gonna make our way downtown here, walking fast to get to this next lake. That's awesome, Cold Start. That actually, so when I started playing Call of the Wild many moons ago, one of the first, not one of the first animals, but the very first rare, and it was fairly early into my Call of the Wild career was a albino Roosevelt elk cow, and I chased her all over Layton Lakes trying to get her. And then I found out the hard way that shooting them with 243 soft points probably isn't the best thing to do. I've got an inactive fallow grind, and then I'm very actively grinding red deer. And then Rix and I here, we've got a dual grind for moose. Yeah, and the bears. I forgot about that. That one's new, though. That one's so new that it's like, oh yeah, I forgot we were doing that. I've gotten quite a few rares on my red deer grind, but I've also been at it for absolutely ever. I lost count. I know we're close to or over 4,000. Ooh, that's a max weight lynx track. That might deserve some investigating. He's got to be close by. His feed zone or rest zone here just ended. Yeah, whenever I first joined it, it was a level 5 and it was nighttime, so seemingly, but granted, I've been here the whole time and haven't really found anything crazy outside of that level 3 whitetail, but then again, I've been doing a lot of walking, and I'm like 99% sure it would have made diamond, a rock ptarmigan or willow ptarmigan, and for whatever reason, the game said that it was grounded, even though it was 80 feet in the air flying. Well, you probably will, Rick. You'll probably get out here and go to the same lakes that Now, I will admit, I didn't find any whitetail down here, but I was there like right at there during time too, so. Alright, I'm intentionally chasing after this guy, trying to like kick him up in front of us. I want to get eyes on him and make sure he's either not an 8 mythical or a big 7. Haven't gotten lucky yet on finding a big 9 legendary. I mean, it's big 8, but is he a... Maybe he's just a gray. He looks awful pale. Just gonna watch him here, letting him do his thing. Hopefully he'll kind of slow down and take a turn for us. This 223 will do the job. Maybe. I don't know. I felt confident with that, but apparently not good enough. Yeah, one of these days, and I'm gonna have to be mindful to do it because typically I'll just point blank them with the shotgun, but I want to see if they're capable of actually killing you or not. I've never tested that. I want to see if it's possible. Oh, we gut shot him. Yeah, these dudes are kind of hard to tell because they're so light anyway. Well, that's not true. The Mexican bobcat I shot, even though they're not the same animal, like I could tell. He's not. He's just a gray. We were so close to that being a lung shot. Oh well, he wasn't a diamond at least. Now, if he was a 9 legendary, we would have taken a way different approach to that. We would have been much more cautious with the shots, but the 5 medium bear back there. It's been a second since we've shot the old 303. Earlier today, I wasn't streaming, but there was a diamond potential goose that was on the ground, and at the time I had the 223 AR, but I also had the 22 AR with me. Let's just say mistakes were made. Oh, here we go. We've got an aggressive Caper Kaylee. Let's test some science here. Can you kill me? Oh my gosh, he can. Listen here. This is for science. Do what you must. Don't do it. I have the high ground, Anakin. Don't leave Yao. Come on. See what you got, tough guy. What you got? Yeah? Them's fighting words. He doesn't seem too keen. That's a terrifying dinosauric sound. Well, he's had enough. We might have peppered him. I mean, he took half our health. He wasn't too interested in actually killing us. Oh, we did hit him. We must have hit this dude with just one pellet. I was really hoping he was going to keep going after me and actually take me out. I was willing to jump on that grenade, but... Joke's on us, because now we're tracking him a million miles. If he wasn't so big, I wouldn't track him, but he's a big capercaillie. Hopped him with 1 pellet in the wing at 61 meters. That's what he gets, though, for attacking us, I guess. Alright, now let's return. It's well into moose drink time. I have no idea, but it did. I always check, though, like when I'm shooting at birds like that, I always check just in case that exact scenario plays out, because you never know if you actually hit him or not, but then you find blood and you realize you did. And with a class 1 animal like that, if you hit it with 1 pellet, it's going to die. It may take forever, but it's going down. We got exactly 0% quick kill bonus on him. Probably died of lead poisoning. I wasn't using steel shot. I wasn't being an ethical hunter, I guess. It's probably also how we managed to actually hit him at 60 yards, or 60 meters. Okay, here's another max weight lynx track. Another 8 mythical. Maybe we can redeem ourselves, though, with the 223. And they perform better ballistically. There we go. That was a much better shot. Those are ptarmigan, right? Whenever, like, that's their warning call. That weird, like, I don't even know how to describe that sound, to be honest. Really have a moose gun on me, but the 303 is more than capable of taking one down. I fast traveled to the outpost. So I've actually got a super controversial opinion on that. But if they're going to stick to the theme of keeping them antlered and keeping them on maps that are not DLC, I mean, it's got to be either a blacktail or a Roosevelt elk, which I wouldn't mind seeing either or. But as rampant and as high of a fever pitch as grinding is right now, I would not be disappointed if they didn't have another great one with the new map. Flip side, again, if they keep on their theme of sticking to species that are on the original maps, it would likely be another North America map with either Roosevelt duck or mule deer, but who knows? Normally they'd be hint. Ooh. Why does he look so big, yet his estimate's much smaller than this 4 over here? That doesn't make sense. But as I was saying, it's weird that they haven't given some sort of hint yet as to what they're doing. Outside of they're giving the dev team enough time to work on it, whatever it is. That could be, yeah. I mean, they're on Hirschfelden. But I wouldn't mind if they're not going to give us Africa 2.0. I wouldn't mind seeing a lion great one. That'd be cool. Also the mindset, though, I mean, I'm still grinding for that great one, red deer, and I just having another one added on yet would just add more and more to it, you know? I'm gonna spot that little feller in the back there, 234. Best way to make money is do the missions that you're able to do when the Hunt Club beta. So make sure that you've got your Apex account when the Hunt Club beta is active. That's an excellent source of money. And then just shoot the crap out of everything you see. If you don't have any DLC, it's going to be a little bit harder on Leighton Lakes because that's a dead bear. The 243 isn't the best gun for Leighton, but you can definitely shoot whitetail, do good with those. And soft points are free, so even if you have to ruin animals, they're still worth money. But once you start getting like leveling up and everything, you want to work toward that 7mm if you don't have any DLC. Once you get that 7mm unlocked, the game's going to open up for you. You can harvest class 4 all the way up to class 9 animals with it. You can venture out into multiplayer and shoot stuff. But when you're first starting out, the game is definitely a grind. And I know it seems like it's easier said than done. I know it's like, oh, just go shoot stuff. That makes sense, but you're going to be on the struggle bus for a little while. Oh, you've got the... Okay, if you've got the 308, then you're good to go. That you can shoot 4 through 8 animals with that. You can rack some kills up with that bad boy. So fast traveling, whether you've got a tent or an outpost that you have unlocked, you can actually select it and you can see where it says fast travel, and it just takes you right there. Depends on which DLC you have. If you've got the modern weapons pack, the 303s or the 308 is going to be better just because it's semi-auto. For some instances, like I said, the 7mm you can shoot class 9 animals. That's like Cape Buffalo, bison. But if you've got the high power pack, or the, is that what it is? High power pack? Power weapon pack? Is it the bolt action or the semi-auto that you've got? Okay, so you're still going to want to unlock the 7mm just so you have that ability to take on class 9 animals. But for running around on a map like this, I would argue the 308's better. Let's see. Right now, I've got the 303 British, which is found in the Thehunter DLC. We've got the 223 Docent, which is a non-DLC. That's a starter weapon. Actually, I don't know if it's a starter, but it's a non-DLC. Then we've got the Zarza 22 Predator, which comes in the Modern Weapons Pack. And then I've also got the... I have no idea how to say this. Cassiator 12 gauge, which is also another non-DLC shotgun. Yeah, when you're just starting out, this game is an absolute grind, but it's a fun one. It's take your time. I've got one super rare, and it's a Leucistic Diamond Western Capercaillie. I think it's a double-edged sword. when it comes to official brands, because whenever you do that, you now give that company the opportunity to have a say-so as to what goes on in their game. And I don't know. I don't know if they're willing to take that risk. It would be cool, and they have said in the past they're open to it if they could get a brand deal. It is neat, like in Wave the Hunter, for example, like the binoculars that are in that game are the literal binoculars that I used to hunt with in real life. So that's cool to see that, but at the same time, I'm cool with weirdo random names. I'm fine with it. I think the next weapon they absolutely need to add, though, is the Kar 98. Make it chambered in 8mm Mauser. Yeah, Drayton, the super rares are definitely just that, super rares. I mean, I killed almost 7,000 whitetail before I got my first great one. Never saw a super rare. We're almost 4,000 kills in on my red deer grind. No super rares. It was like 700 kills on my moose great one, and I didn't even get a rare on that one. Little bugger moved. Also, and forgive me because I don't actually remember which one of you guys asked the best way to make money. Try to avoid, when you're just starting out too, like you'll see these hunting structures around the map. Don't buy those because those are 2,000 bucks a pop, and that adds up very quickly. And I also wouldn't recommend, unless you like really want it in your trophy lodge, I don't recommend taxiderming anything. I had a really bad habit when trophy lodges first came out. I was playing like Pokemon. Everything that I saw I would taxidermy, and I had no money for the longest time. I'm hoping to get eyes on that Keeper Kaylee. Just a level 2 little guy. Probably not going to waste any ammo on him. Either that's a different bear or she covered a lot of ground very quickly. That's a big rabbit track. Hey, and an albino is a good one to mount. Like I said, like I was guilty of, if I saw a level 2 whitetail and I thought it had a cool rack, I'd shoot it and taxidermy it. But when you get a rare or an actual trophy, it's definitely worth taxing. Well, that's where it becomes subjective too. If you think it's cool, tax it, man. It's your trophy lodge. You get to look at it, check it out, you know. I've got several golds in my trophy lodge. I've got a ton of rares too that are just females. But at the same time, it's not bad advice. If you're just starting out, Unless it's a rare, I probably wouldn't taxidermy it. That's a big elk or moose, but the problem is he's got little tiny stubby little brow tine, so I don't think he's going to make diamond. The potential is there, but we're going to get a little bit closer and try to pull off a heart shot. And then if we do manage to get the heart shot, hopefully he doesn't run in the water. Just looking at his rack, though, he's wide, but he's not got the length. It's a heart shot. Have a good one, White Rider. I appreciate you stopping by, my man. That's a pretty good first time kill. First kill that I can remember was actually myself, and I got murdered by a moose. Didn't expect it to happen, but it got me. Keep looking at that moose because it looks funky colored. 239, so not anywhere near diamond. That was the 303. But had we not made a heart shot, he wouldn't have died like that. He would have ran pretty far. Ooh, I didn't realize how far that was. Let's take a little bit of a drive. Pro tip, I wouldn't advise driving around everywhere because it's going to scare everything within 500 meters of you, so... that's why we're going to stop about 500 out. Most of the big game rifles are capable of doing that, of heart-shotting moose. And honestly, if you've got 243 polymer tips and you're close enough range, they're also capable of doing it. You just got to know where the heart's at. Saved us some time. It's got to be a lynx track. Yep. Is it that female we already spotted? No, well, it's a female. It might not be the same one, but hope we get down there because not a lot of people check this spot out. There could be some good moose over here. This is actually a good whitetail spot too. It depends. Every map's a little bit different. But it can... Typically, there's definitely whitetail over here. Moose on this map, they'll be found pretty much everywhere that there's water. They're decent 4, but I know he's not going to make diamond at all, so we're not going to shoot him. Just kind of scanned it to make sure there's nothing else that I missed out on. What's funny is that's a decent 4, but whenever you see an actual diamond potential 5 rack, you're like, whoa. There you go. It's the far eastern edge of the map. But, like I said, anywhere that there's water for moose, you're probably going to find some there. Whitetail will typically, if you see this river here, good rule of thumb, from like the middle of the map north is all whitetail. They won't go south. None of, at least as far as I know, I've never seen them there, but up north is whitetail, down south is more moose. What's going on, car guy? The king of the nerds has returned. Which one is it? Is it Caden? Or is it the king nerd himself? That's a max weight moose track. Hopefully he's in the area. There you go, diamond bantang. Bantang are fun to shoot. Oh, darn, walked all the way over here and it doesn't seem that there are any moose. Yeah, crocs are they're worth a ton of money. Heck yeah, man. It's exciting. Like the community is growing and I am super stoked and super thankful for it. Kind of hoping that Max Witt would be over here, but he's not. He may have been that 4 that we saw back there. I don't know. The only downside to Crocs is unless you make a good shot, they're kind of hard to kill. You got to shoot them in the old brain bucket or right in the neck. The neck shot's actually, once you get it down, it's pretty easy to do, but... But if I had to argue about which map is actually, and I could be biased, but Reventuli Coast is, if you've got a shotgun and you're capable of hitting the birds, it's a very good way to make money. I mean, we've made over $100,000 this stream. Maybe not quite 100,000, probably 80,000, but we've made a lot of money. I hope they tweak it so, I can't remember which update it was. They actually made it to where more animals can actually go aggressive. I just wish they'd spice it up a little bit more, and especially stuff like bears. You know, make it a little bit riskier. I was going to shoot it, but he's small and innocent. He's probably got a family to provide for as well, so. Like I said, when you're starting out this game, the money is probably the hardest thing to come by because you're having to buy ammo, you're having to buy time changes. It's rough, and it's a hole you're going to be in for quite some time, unfortunately. But as you progress, as you level up, the game becomes easier, your accuracy gets better, you get better access to better equipment like polymer tips. Yeah, they're more expensive, but they're going to be able to drop animals quicker. You'll start getting a groove. There you go, Uncle. That's actually a level 3 male fox is actually pretty unique. Man, unfortunately, the moose selection is rather poor. The problem with moose, too, is, like I said, they literally drink it basically every zone that's got water, so... Now you're all good. Yeah, that's where you want to be careful. Again, positive side, and what I would do if I were you as you're leveling up, try to stick to animals that you can shoot with the 243. If you have Reventuli Coast, raccoon dogs and lynx are going to be your best friend. They are worth a ton of money, and you can shoot them all day, every day with those 243 soft points. And honestly, even though it's not ethical, something I would do back in the day when I was first starting out with those 243 soft points, you're not going to get a whole lot of money for them, but when you're shooting ducks and stuff with it, it works. I mean, every little bit counts. I appreciate that, Riker. But I swore I saw a moose over here, but I think I saw that rock instead. Realistically, and I'm going to show you here on this guy. We're going to let him take off so we can get the full bonus here. This is something else to help make money if I can hit him. Alright. So, different animals, obviously, you're going to have different XP levels, but... And some are worth more than others, but for the most part, there's kind of an average. And if you're just starting out and you're trying to get XP, everything counts. So if we look here at the harvest screen, when you scroll down, you can see these little things here. So you've got quick kill bonus, harvest check, species difficulty, and consecutive harvest. Now the species difficulty, that's kind of sort of what plays into how much you make. Willow Ptarmigan are worth a whole bunch of money. But if you look at quick kill, that's at 100%. That means we kill them with an ethical weapon as quickly as possible. So we're going to get full score for that. Harvest check. We passed the harvest check. We used the right ammunition. We only shot them one time or less than 2 times. We hit a vital organ. And we used the proper caliber. And then the unique one is consecutive harvest. Every time you harvest an animal, that bonus keeps getting higher and higher until it hits 100%. So the more animals you shoot, the more money you make, basically, until that caps out at 100%. But you can see that Caper Kaylee was worth 1,080 bucks. Oh yeah, about the dude that stole my Diamond Potential Gemsbok. Yeah, that one. Man, I was so mad. I try not to cuss on stream or anything just for the, you know, Twitch and YouTube overlords, but that one almost got me. I may have an answer. If you're accurate enough, I mean, you can definitely shoot him with that, for sure. The shotgun does make it easier, but then you're limited by range. But the catch-22 is the unlocked birdshot, unless you get it through like DLC, is pretty hard. The grind to unlock birdshot for shotguns is pretty tedious. Don't you do it. I know you're thinking about going aggressive. Don't do it. She's trying to go aggressive is what she's doing. I think. That or she's stuck. I appreciate it. That bear call out. I haven't seen too many. We shot that 8 mythical like when we first got into this server a couple hours ago. But I haven't seen a big bear since. Now, the reason I shot her is because she looked kind of melanistic to me, but I don't know. The lighting's weird sometimes. Now, if we're talking about being king in the nerd statler, you're definitely better. All right? Definitely not melanistic, but... I have definitely grinded a lot. I will say this too, going back to those of you guys just starting out Call of the Wild, don't get tunnel vision on the hype and the great ones and stuff. You need to work on leveling up, getting everything unlocked, and getting yourself some money, because it costs an insane amount of money to get your grind set up. But go ahead, fire away. it'll take longer. So I can't remember which stream it was. Trying to think. I don't remember. The devs did say that if you don't pick up your harvest, it does extend that time period to get the great ones. Now, I've not tested that too scientifically. I don't know. That's a hard one to test, obviously. But I would definitely recommend picking up all your harvests or any that you can. Now, if you just, you know, if you go through and shoot 10 deer and don't collect 2 of them, it's not going to ruin your odds by any means. Now, I made the mistake of what I call dirty grind. I actually made a video about it where I was just shooting stuff, not picking it up, and it's fast, but you make no money and you're not getting respawns, at least good respawns. Like I said, if you're just starting out, stick to doing those missions. Don't worry about grinding. Don't worry about getting diamonds. Those will come in all due time. You need to get those perks unlocked, but go check, not to plug myself, go check out my perk videos, but you'll really want to start unlocking. I'll kind of just leave these up and kind of see which perks I have. Track knowledge is very important. I like connect the dots. Soft feet is great because it makes you much stealthier. That's what allows me to actually run around as much as I do. Improvised blind, it lets us be a little bit more hidden. Spotting knowledge is huge. It lets you check your health of your animal, trophy rating. Sight spotting is another huge one because you can actually spot the animal while it's in the scope. But just kind of in general, you know, take your time, make decent shots. And again, there are times where that's a lot easier said than done. Why does he have such a big estimate? He doesn't look very big. 251 to 305. If you do it constantly, Uncle Guy, if you're doing that constantly, yes, it will. But if it's every once in a while, or, you know, if you just, as long as you're collecting a good amount of animals while you're on your hunt, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. I don't know how many times that on my red deer grind, I'll shoot red deer and, you know, I'll make a bad shot on one. He'll run off, you know, a mile away and die somewhere. And I won't even bother looking for him. But you shouldn't do that every time. Polymer tips are much better than soft points. Something else too that is nice once you get zeroing unlocked, and if you don't have the range finding binoculars yet, you can actually check the range by, so you see here we spotted him. I can actually look at the map now and it's going to tell me right there in the bottom right, he's at 209 meters. So now I know. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here is probably going to be our last harvest of the stream. Hopefully we can make a decent shot. I felt pretty comfortable with that. I jinxed it. We single lunged him. So you can see there what happens when you don't shoot the moose in the heart with a small caliber gun like this. He's going to run for a little bit. Weapon zeroing is a weapons perk found within the rifle perks. Now, here's the other thing too. Don't get confused. Just outside of archery, all these weapon perks will actually play into all your weapons. So zeroing, for example, will work with all weapons, not just rifles. Again, I've actually got a video that's like goes way more into detail of that, but that is here. It's an active perk. It lets you zero from 75 to 150 to 300 meters, and it makes shooting stuff at longer ranges way easier. Keep in mind, you cannot unlock every single perk, but you can spend money to change them again. Man, this dude ran forever. So you can see here on the bottom right of the screen, I can change my zero. So it's 75 meters, 300 meters, 150 meters, and it makes it a lot easier. Have a good one, Kraken. After we collect this guy, we're going to go to the Trophy Lodge, put our diamond whitetail in there, and then we're going to color a night, unfortunately. But don't fret. If all goes well, depending on the snowpocalypse and all that stuff, hopefully we have internet. We're going to be back here Friday night. There he is. Man, he ran far. .252. That's actually the biggest moose of the night. Not too shabby, but you can see we penetrated through, hit a single lung, but you look at the quick kill, it was at 0, so he ran far. All right, let's go ahead. We had a crazy hunt. I mean, our session score is 13,000. We shot a lot of stuff. Just one more looky-loo just in case. All right. Alright, let's go to our 2024 lodge. This thing is slowly but surely filling up. I have no real rhyme or reason yet to where I'm placing stuff either. I'm just kind of like throwing it where it's at, but eventually we'll kind of reorganize it and get stuff squared away, but it's too empty right now just to... It's our first diamond whitetail of the year. The one we got tonight is way bigger. I guess we'll put him here for now. Actually, let's put him over here next to the old albino. Well, this lodge is different because this lodge is specifically for every single trophy that we shoot, except for any great ones we get. That'll go in a different lodge, but every single trophy that we shoot in 2024 is going to go in this lodge, and this is everything that we've got so far. It's not much. I mean, we're 9 days in, but we're off to a good start. There's still a lot of plaques to fill. This one's probably going to stay here too. I don't think we're beating an albino Rocky Mountain elk this year. Maybe. He scored 383. Decent gold. And then we can see right now I don't care. Now, if we get crazy with it and we end up filling this lodge up, that's the goal ultimately this year, is to fill this whole thing with nothing but trophies from 2024. But we'll see. We just got to keep getting out there, keep hunting, and hopefully Call the Wild keeps being good to us. I mean, it only took us 3 hours, but we finally got us a diamond to throw in here. He's actually an albino. If you go check out the video that I did on January 1st, that was actually a tour lodge video. Oh, the goose? No, he was just a diamond. This one's a brown hybrid diamond, which is uncommon, but... But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time for we've got tonight. I really, really, really appreciate everybody stopping by this evening. I really hope to see you guys on our next one. Like I said, all goes well. We'll be here Friday night, hammering some diamonds and trophies, hopefully. Diamond bighorn are definitely hard to get. I'll say that much. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I have got to go, unfortunately. Like I said, I hope I see you guys on the next one. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Hope everybody has an awesome evening. Hopefully you guys have an awesome day tomorrow. See you on the next one.